The other day I was watching the news. They was talking about, Forbes list of young rich celebs. And it was like the top three. And I noticed something. And let me tell you who the celebrities were. Taylor Swift. Then they said Justin Bieber. Then they went to Rihanna, Lady Gaga, then Katy Perry. I mean, it's top five, but the top three was Swift, Bieber, and Rihanna. And I sat back and I started to laugh. And I said, what do these people have in common? They all got black men in their lives in common. And y'all gonna say, wait, Taylor Swift has a black man in common? Justin Bieber, Rihanna? And the irony is that these guys all know each other. They all hang in the same group, or at least one of them used to hang in the group with them. Taylor Swift was a little teen sensation, or was hyping up the next teen female star. They go in cycles. They hype certain people up. And let's be honest, when she first came out, her songs were singing to a certain age group. It wasn't singing to those of us over the age of 25, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you listen to some of the songs, they sound cute and whatever, but and especially being a black guy, we ain't running out to go buy no Taylor Swift stuff. You know what I mean? But it wasn't until Kanye did what he did. The media went to overdrive. And it's easy to argue, or safe to argue, that if it wasn't for that stunt, we wouldn't be talking about Taylor Swift today. She would have made her money. Most of the people who listen to Taylor Swift for country music, most of them were pop. Most people was not buying her shit like that, because I remember when the stuff first happened, people said, "Oh, I didn't like Taylor Swift, or I didn't want to go. I'm not the target audience, but I'm going to buy it because of what Kanye did." Even when Kanye admitted that it was realized that he was drunk, and even when he apologized, and even when other stars and people out there was agreeing with Kanye, nonetheless, Kanye did a cardinal sin. You don't supposed to show up a white person. You're not supposed to show up a white woman, and especially a young white woman. You're not supposed to do it in front of a national audience. Now, we're going to go to Justin Bieber. Who discovered Justin Bieber? Usher. Justin Bieber can walk around with his pants sagging, emulating what he think is black culture, hanging around black men to get some type of cred. And I'm telling y'all, Justin Bieber is nothing but Justin Timberlake reincarnated, okay? And Usher hyped this kid. Now, Usher could have found any kid in America to do what he's doing, especially young black kids or even white kids. He goes to Canada. And I mean, Usher was just propping this kid up. And I'm saying, like, you just helped make this kid a millionaire, emulating what we do or attempt to do. Then you get to Rihanna. White folks wasn't digging Rihanna like that. Rihanna came out, and Rihanna was straight up going to the R&B direction. But somewhere down the line, Jay or whomever said, okay, you got to take this song and redo it, do a remake where you can make it more pop. And then when Chris started popping up, remember the Jonas Brothers was going, and Chris was like, okay, who's more energetic? If you take Chris Brown and you take the Jonas Brothers, and then you had Justin Timberlake was deciding whether he wanted to make another album or he wanted to be an actor. And then you had people comparing Chris Brown's performance to Michael Jackson. Think about it. And when that crap with him, Rihanna went down, regardless if y'all think whoever was right or wrong, the media pounced on that. And all three of these black men all hang out in the same group. And y'all just realize that y'all just help make these people big off y'all name or y'all mistakes or y'all associations. And don't y'all find, and now people gonna say I'm reaching, but just think about it. Kanye, Usher, Chris. Then they all know Jay-Z. Think about it. Then let me go to the Lady Gaga. Okay, like most white young pop stars or stars, they emulate black culture. If you listen, if you close your eyes, never knew who Lady Gaga was, you would probably say, "Is that a sister singing?" I heard Lady Gaga sing live, and she can sing. I give it to her. She's channeling Grace Jones, not Madonna. Grace Jones, not Cher. Grace Jones. You know what I'm talking about. Katy Perry, pop star, same thing. And I'm sitting there saying, wouldn't we as black people gonna realize that we're making a lot of people a lot of money, whether we do it on purpose or indirectly? And I just find it funny that because of these black men, these guys, these people, and I know y'all gonna say Rihanna is black. She don't carry herself like a black woman. And what I mean by that is, you don't go out there and throw your own people under the bus, or go out there and disrespect your elders. So I don't have any respect for Rihanna. I'm just gonna be honest with you, that kind of thing. Because she milked something. She emulated something that we normally see come out of white communities. But not because Rihanna gave ass up to Ashton Kutcher and them, and they dissed and basically talked about her, called her a skank. So I don't feel sorry for her. But I just find it odd that they've gotten rich off black men, or black people, the black community, or certain things that pop out to you. And I know y'all gonna say Harvey reach it, but nah, if you really think about it, don't you find it odd that Taylor Swift got bigger because of the Kanye thing, and to this day they still talk about it. Something that happened back in 2009. Justin Bieber has gotten popular in the last 6-7 months to a year. He's said and done things, and people are trying to make excuses for him. He got a ticket. He was speeding last week, and he got the picture of him like he's crying. And he wear his pants off his ass and talk, and shit. And everybody respects and love him. I ain't never heard nobody refer to him as a thug or any negative things. Usher made this kid what he is. Usher went to Canada, of all places. Helped discover, helped put him on. Was out there on the shows. He was performing. I'll tell you about our people. You got the whole Rihanna thing. I mean, Chris Brown, and she's been milking that. Don't it's ironic that these people have made money because of connection to a black person, or a black person have made them, or they've taken advantage of a bad situation. I was watching and I said, ain't that a blip? It popped in my head. Now maybe I think too deep on these things. But when are we going to see these connections? When are we going to stop pointing this shit out? I mean, I don't begrudge these people for making their money. Don't get me wrong. But it's just amazing that Taylor Swift's career is still going. And the only reason why she got claim to fame is because of that whole incident with Kanye West. Justin Bieber, he got cred just like most white stars by hanging around black men. And it's usually brothers, dumbass black men, that pull this shit. This is why I have no respect for black Hollywood. Of all the kids across the United States, you go to Canada, and this kid's number emulating becoming a millionaire off our culture, but they don't criticize him. Rihanna, she milked that whole thing between her and Chris Brown, and everybody know, and it was reported before this stuff happened and after, that Rihanna got a violent temper. She has a certain attitude, a certain mindset. Lady Gaga's made her money emulating or styles or singing a certain way. That's why I like when I listen to Adele. You emulating black women. You try to sing like them with the gestures and the way you hold stuff. And I'm sitting there like, these people are getting rich off our style or our transgressions. And don't that rub y'all? Don't that rub you a little bit? Because when black kids out here, or young black adults do things, they're criticizing him to unrealistic standards. That's why when I look at Nicki Minaj, and I say, sister, what the fuck are you trying to do? I've heard white people say, oh, Nicki Minaj trying to be Katy Perry or Lady Gaga, when in fact, Katy Perry and Lady Gaga and Madonna and Cher are copying styles that black women or drag queens have put out there. Glam rock. When you go back to glam rock with when David Bowie and Elton John and all of them, and Queen and Kiss and all of them, they was emulating things that we do with the paint. I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all need to understand y'all history, and y'all need to stop. You need to make connections. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised if you sit back and think about some things. It's amazing. It's just amazing that the top 3 or the top 5 have some loose connection to the black community in some ways, or emulating a style. This is why they took down Michael Jackson. Because if you notice how they always talk about how rap is so popular, and yet you never hear them talking about these young brothers and sisters out here making millions of dollars. Because either they're not, or they don't want to put that out there, or they purposely is putting you in the direction like this person's this and that. Because I can't understand how Justin Bieber. I mean, I understand the little white girls loving that shit, the little pseudo wannabe gangster, that kind of thing, or stereotypical view. But don't it just rub you the wrong way? He can get out on TV, pants hanging off his ass. He can say whatever he wants. He can make mistakes, and nobody criticize him or say he's setting a bad example. Look at Miley Cyrus. She couldn't wait till she got famous and changed her image. She wasn't even 17 when she started sexing it up. But our young stars or older stars are criticized, critiqued relentlessly. But Hollywood, if you watch these entertainment shows, they're going to keep pushing these people to be stars. Because I remember when Taylor Swift performed and they blamed it on the damn microphone, or she was nervous or whatever. And wasn't that Kate Hudson ex-husband, Chris? I forget his last name. He critiqued her bad. Nobody in the media said anything about derogatory to him, because number one, he was a white guy and he was right. But as a black man, you ain't supposed to say shit. As a black man, you ain't supposed to say shit. This is why I lost respect for Timberland. You got fat off making beats for your people, and you turn around and start working. You sold yourself out, and people still don't like who's a Timberland. What is it going to take for our people to realize that we have no friends? Don't realize that people are using us to make them money. This ain't nothing but modern day slavery. Like a lot of people say, there's no such thing as slavery. People think that you had to be in chains and shackles, and you had to wear a white robe and a pointy hat for slavery to still exist. Brothers and sisters, you got to wake up and understand that we have so much talent, we have so much potential, but we're giving it away, we're selling it, we're doing dumb things that people use it against us. I mean, go back and think about it. Really think about it. Kanye with Taylor, Usher with Justin, Chris and Rihanna. And I know y'all gonna say Rihanna is black. You might as well, the way she acting, the way she's bleached her skin, and all the wigs and coloring her hair and shit, and the white men that she gave ass to. Come on. Now some of y'all don't want to hear it. Some of my white subscribers, or those men and women who view my channel, can't take this honest and blatant truth. But it's true. It's like clockwork. Y'all do is with every black star or somebody, I attach yourself to us, you turn and criticize. Sheryl Crow is a backup singer for Michael Jackson. It didn't stop her when he was alive for her criticizing and calling him a pedophile. Till he died, all of a sudden she wanted to fake this fake outrage. But guess what? Karma came and bit on her ass. Isn't she sick or fighting cancer or in remission or something right now? Now, I'm not saying I wish any harm, bad luck, but see what happened? Look at Madonna. She talked all that shit about Michael Jackson and black stars, but she the one who was aping our culture. She gets out and criticizes young stars for doing the shit she made her career off of, because she had she has a few songs that are nice, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them you can dance to, you be like, okay, that sounds good. But a woman damn near 60 years old still showing her flashing skin and get pressed. Then go out there and put a swastika in one of her concerts. Come on. The same Madonna that made fun of Michael Jackson, say he was a pedophile and weird. When he died, it became about Madonna. We should have been there for Michael. We should have been his friend. Really, you mocked him because he went because you couldn't fuck him. A lot of us forget. I make these mental notes, or I write shit down, or I focus on certain things and patterns. And some of our people in the community don't want to see it because we're afraid to know the truth, or admit the truth that we're being manipulated, that we're being used. So like when I hear about these so-called young rich celebs, I'm like, how do they make their money? Like American Idol. A lot of these motherfuckers go American Idol shouldn't even be household names. But the black people who was on there was either voted off or the media don't hype their careers up. Here is Clay Aiken was the fucking runner-up. Ruben Studdard won. Media barely pushed Ruben. They barely talked about him. It was black people that kept buying his shit. Clay couldn't out-sing Ruben, but he was on every video. He was on TV. He was on every a talk show, a celeb show, entertainment show, magazines, you name it. He was just on Donald Trump, The Apprentice. He shouldn't even be in that category of being a former star or a B or C or D celebrity. Because he's a white gay man that emulate black style and singing. Come on, people. Kelly Clarkson, come on. I know I'm the only one that noticed this shit. Think about it.